back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be like a day in the life with me and like a what am I doing for my New Year's resolutions and what products that I'm loving using right now to start off this new year, and just what I'm doing to stay as healthy as I can and things that I need in my life to just survive 2021. So if you follow me over on Instagram, you get a lot more details on my life, I feel like, and I didn't think I was going to address this on YouTube. I feel like Instagram is so much more casual for me and I just overshare over there all the time, and then YouTube is just kind of like my place that I throw together videos that aren't so casual and I don't really share my heart fully with y'all or just kind of what's going on in my life. But I did feel like this was a big part of my life that I needed to share with y'all, and also kind of explain to y'all why I do the things that I do every year and why I do think that resolutions are so important to me. And if you don't follow me over there, please check me out at SIMPLYLAKEANDLACE over on Instagram, so we can get to know each other a little bit better. Like I said, I just feel like Instagram is just more personable, I guess, because I can share everyday life with y'all. Like YouTube, I'm only going to be posting videos. I'm going to really try hard this year. A new goal for me is to post my videos on Tuesday and Friday of every week. So that is going to be my new goal for this year, and I'll talk to y'all more about that later. But like I said, Instagram, you get everyday life with me, and then YouTube, you only get parts of my life. Anyway, so that is why I always love getting new followers over on Instagram too, because I feel like it's more personable and we really can connect over there. So with that all being said, over the holiday weekend, right before the new year, someone very special to me passed away. It was one of my cousins. She was an older cousin of mine. I was really close with her daughter. We were best friends ever since we were babies, all the way through high school, and just love them. They're really close to me. I feel like they're another part of my family. I feel like me and her daughter were like sisters, and then she was like a second mom to me, like, and just so close to them. And she ended up passing away unexpectedly, and it was just a really hard time in my life. I've only lost a few people in my life that I've been really close to, and it was really hard, and I don't do well with loss. What I have to do to cope with it is basically just forget it. Like, I have to go on and stay busy and keep my mind off of it. I'm not going to get into too much details of this, but so that happened, and it just really hit me on, so what is life supposed to be about? Like, am I doing everything that I can to fulfill my purpose in life? And I almost started kind of thinking too, you know, decorating all the time, going out shopping all the time, doing these YouTube videos all the time. Like, I do love material things, but I know that's not what brings me joy. And so I want for y'all to understand that I don't think that I've ever really poured out my heart on here like I have on Instagram, but I want y'all to see that that's my heart. Like, I love going out and shopping. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love redecorating our house. I love putting outfits together, and I just love it. It's just creative little outlets for me, and I do enjoy it so much, but that is not what brings my heart so much joy. Y'all know, if y'all have been around here for a while, that my true joy is in Jesus and just the fellowship with Him, and then just knowing that there is hope in this lost world, and just knowing how much that He loves me. That is what brings me the most joy. All those other things, obviously, they bring me joy and stuff, but it's just that it does not compare to the joy that I have in Jesus and the joy that I have with friends and family too. Anyway, so with all that being said, I was just kind of thinking, you know, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? I just started second guessing myself. It was the devil getting to me, just trying to bring me down just because it was a hard time in my life. He's really good at doing that whenever you're going through a hard time, so be careful with that. It's hard for me to kind of get in the groove of things, get in the groove of January. I went through January cleaning out like all kinds of things, really decluttering my home, which I do every January. And then I always, each January, I make a list of things, lists of new goals and resolutions for myself. And I have a list of them on my phone and in one of my notebooks. And I'll kind of go through what some of them are throughout this video and show y'all some of the things that I'm loving right now and what's going to help me to get through 2021 and be the best version of myself that I possibly can be. I'm sorry, I know this introduction is probably all over the place, but I hope you're staying with me. So with all that happened, and then me just second guess myself, like, is this really my purpose? Is there more that I need to be doing? Do I need to be doing something else? I went through a time of getting back trying to get back on a routine, getting up early, drinking my water, doing my devotions, spending time with Jesus, doing my workouts. I'm starting to do yoga now. Like I said, I'll talk to you all about this later. And I was starting to feel better, feel more like myself. And it was funny because I had some of y'all comment on some of the videos and say, hey, is something wrong with you? You just don't seem like yourself. And I'm like, I thought I was doing really good at hiding this over here on YouTube, but I guess that I wasn't. Y'all just know me too well. But I was getting my mindset a little bit more better and prepared for the year. And then I ended up going to church on Sunday, and what was preached on just helped open my eyes up so much. What I got from that message was, towards the end of it, was opportunity, and that you only get one life and you really need to live it. I had this whole conversation over there on Instagram, so like I said, if you've already heard this, I'm sorry, but I just feel like this is so important, and this really spoke to my heart this year, and it just like sealed it for me, and I was done. I wiped that clean, and I was like, okay, YouTube, let's go. Let's take this on. Let's reach some people and tell them about Jesus, because I feel like this is my opportunity. This is my little space that I have to be able to reach people from all over the world and share the love of Jesus. And so that's what makes me so happy. That's one of the things that makes me so happy, to be able to do YouTube and to share Young Living and just the creation that God put on this earth for us to be able to use for a natural healing. And so I just know that that is my purpose in life, and this is my opportunity. This is one opportunity here on this earth to be able to make a small little difference. And so, and I know that I'm just a small town girl from little old Alabama, but I feel like we all are called and all put on this earth to serve a purpose and to serve our Lord and Savior. And I feel like if this is what God has led me to do, I need to give it my all. So if that means we're going shopping every week to get more followers, that's what we're going to do. And I'm not going to feel bad about, I shouldn't be going shopping all the time. I shouldn't be redecorating my house all the time, because a lot of people can't do that and stuff. I have to wipe that clean. That is the devil talking to me, and I know what my purpose is, and I have to use my talents to be able to serve our Lord and people to see Jesus. So that is definitely what I want my little channel to be about, and I hope that you see that in this. I hope that you just don't see just some girl that just decorates all the time and she goes shopping all the time. She's living her best life. I mean, I know that I am so fortunate compared to a lot of people, and I definitely count my blessings daily, but I just had to let y'all know kind of the backstory, kind of what went on towards the beginning of this year and where I've been at and what I have and what my eyes have been open to. And with all that being said, we're going to go right into this video. We're just going to kind of do like a day in the life with me, a day in my life on what makes me feel good and gets me prepared for each day, and the things that I don't do every day, but I need accountability for it. That's why I'm in so many different Facebook groups and have so many girlfriends that I hold near and dear to my heart, because they uplift me and encourage me and want what's best for me and want me to live my absolute best life to glorify God. So that is so important. It's so important to me to get the toxic people out of your life and the toxic things out of your life, whether that is people that's just going to totally drag you down and bring you down, all the way to products in your home that's going to bring you down and make you really sick. We just need to let go of those things and pray for those things and those people, and then just try to be the most positive, best version of ourselves, because the world needs us now. They need us more in 2021 than they needed us even in 2020. I just had to somehow make this more personable for y'all on YouTube and let y'all know what happened with me in my life a few weeks ago, and then where I have came to now, and that I do see the opportunity that I have. If you're new to my channel, hello, I'm Holly. I'm so incredibly happy to have you here. And if you are wanting to have some positivity in your life with this 2021, y'all please hit that subscribe button. That means so much to me. And then also in this video, comment down below some of the things that you're doing to help you stay positive and keep that joy in your heart through this year. Okay, the very first thing I do when my feet hit the floor in the morning is I make up my bed. And my diffuser is still going from last night. They last for forever. I'm telling you, I love those things. These act as diffusers and humidifiers. So, 2 in 1, and Drew has one on his nightstand. He didn't turn his on last night. So, I make up my beds in the morning, and then y'all let me know in the morning time if that's the first thing that you do. Do you make up your bed every day? I make up my bed every single day Now, yesterday, I didn't make it up yesterday because I had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and get out of here. So I came home to an unmade bed, but I love a made up bed. So seriously, like 99% of the time, my bed is made. Just whenever I get up in the mornings, that's the first thing that I do, and it just helps me. It's just like the first little task of the day to get done. I get up every morning, make up my bed, and pick up things around the house. I do that every morning and every night. That way I don't have a huge disaster in my home. That's one of the ways that I stay neat and tidy all the time, is just constantly going through and picking up little things so it doesn't accumulate a huge mess and then I don't feel overwhelmed. So y'all let me know, are y'all like that? Do you make up your bed every day and clean up around your house? The next thing that we do is we let Maddie and Jep outside, and then when they get back in, we give them some water and a little treat. And then next, most people go for their coffee in the morning. I do not. I drink my coffee later on in the morning time because it just does not sit well on my stomach. Whether it's coffee or chai or whatever, the first thing I want is water whenever I wake up. I don't want breakfast, nothing. Like my husband, Drew, whenever he wakes up in the morning, he's ready for a cup of coffee and some hardcore breakfast. And I'm like, oh no, like I need to wake up. So I get my water. Sorry, it's loud. Maddie and Jep's out and about playing now. And then this is my Yeti that I have. And my goal this year is to start trying to drink. I did this a lot. I can do it a lot in the summer. In the winter it's a little bit harder. But I'm trying to drink at least 3 full glasses of this. Really, I'm trying to do more than that. Like 4 or 5 would be more ideal because I want to get lots of water. And it makes me feel so much better. It makes me have so much more energy. It helps detox my body. And it really helps my skin to clear up and look its best. Like just like a radiant glow. It really does. And so whenever you've heard all your life to drink water, the doctors aren't lying to you. You need to be drinking your water because it is just so good for you and your health. So maybe that needs to be on your little resolution, is to drink more water and take out like those Coke products and diet drinks and teas, juices. Try to cut all that out. It is so hard. It was for me. I never really have ever liked soft drinks, but I used to love juices and stuff, and I did not like the taste of water unless I was really hot. But the more I started drinking it, that's all I crave now, and it's all I want. But to help you out with that, I use this anyway because I love it. Like I love water by itself, but this has electrolytes in it. It'll focus. So this is Young Living's Vitality Drops. We have grapefruit and bergamot. We have lavender lemonade, and then we also got 2 new flavors in that I'm excited to try. I'm supposed to be getting those in. One of them is blackberry and lime, I believe, so that sounds delicious. But I always give me a squirt in the morning just to kind of hydrate me for the day and get those electrolytes in me. So I've already sipped on some of this water plain. Nothing in it, but I'm going to add just a squirt of that. And this is really good for you if you're trying to drink more water this year. We'll talk more about Young Living and all their products later because y'all know I'm obsessed with everything that they have. But these are really good for you and all natural, and definitely helps flavor your water so you can get more water into your body and not have to drink all those other awful drinks that's really not helping your body at all. It's even in some ways harming your body and can even make you sicker, be able to get sicker easier. So I definitely recommend just taking your water and maybe get you some of these little drops if you need it. So this is on my New Year's resolution. Okay, next, I have my diffusers going. I always get these going every morning, especially if I'm going to be home all day. The days that I'm not going to be home all day, I'm really bad about just not getting them going because I just run out of time with getting ready and having to get out the door. But if you would really take the time to slow down and get them going every day, it's so good. It helps to purify your air. It's good for you to be breathing in and help supporting your lungs. And I just love me some diffusers. Like, cut those candles and those wall plug-ins out of your life because it is not doing your lungs any favors. And get something that is natural and pure to be making your home smell fresh and beautifully. And that's actually going to help to support your body. Like, Drew and I have been the least sick since we cut out all of this nasty stuff I'm going to be telling you all about in this video. And I know if you follow me over on Instagram, you hear about this stuff all the time. And sometimes on my YouTube videos, I talk about it. But this time I want to go into a little bit more details about some things that I've learned because it is so important to me. And we've helped out so many friends and families as far as getting off allergy. Those like Claritins that they took every single day because they always had allergy problems. They just use a peppermint essential oil now. And it's just, I'm telling you, it's life-changing. Anyway, so I wanted to show y'all what I did because my last video I told you about it. and I didn't get to share it, but it finally came in. I got my little dividers from Amazon, and I'll have my Amazon shop linked. I have all things in there, different categories from different things you can purchase. That's easy to find, and one of them is essential oil items, and it will be, and these will be listed under that. So they help to organize your essential oils, and I love this thing. I used to have my essential oils right there that you can use to cook with, and then I also had some here that I used to diffuse in this diffuser. So the oils that you can cook with, Young Living's is the only one on the market that is approved that you can actually cook with and ingest. So they have a Vitality line that you can visually see which ones you can ingest. And so here's all my little herb oils, some of my spices, a little bit more. I want to organize this a little bit better and like color coordinate it, but I got to work on that. And then these are the ones that I like to use in my diffuser. So I love this drawer. It is so satisfying. I love being organized. And then over here, I have my baby going. This is my Aria. Everybody always asks where I got it, and it's right here, Young Living. I get all my diffusers from Young Living. You can get them from like, I would only recommend Target or maybe Amazon's. I've tried them from like Walmart and Bed Bath & Beyond and TJ Maxx, and they just do not put off very well or even last a long time. So all of mine came from Young Living because most of them act as humidifiers also, so I get the 2-in-1 deal. Put this Envision oil in here because we're envisioning what 2021 is going to be like, so I thought that was suiting for this one. Okay, so let's talk about breakfast really quick. So like I told y'all, I do not like to wake up and just eat a big heavy breakfast like Drew does. I don't know how in the world he gets up in the mornings and he wants a biscuit and gravy or some eggs and some bacon. I am not about that. That would, first off, I don't have a gallbladder, so I don't like to eat heavy greasy food, and especially not in the mornings. Like I need to wake up, my stomach needs to wake up. So I eat granola bars like every morning. I used to do oatmeal. I get into phases. Either I'll do little granola bars every morning or I'll do oatmeal every morning. Sometimes I'll do yogurt. Really just flip-flops between these two. What I really want for breakfast every morning is a chocolate piece of cake or any kind of cake or any kind of sweet. Like I have to have something sweet in the mornings, but because I'm trying to be a little bit more healthier, I'm settling for granola bars. So this one is the best one that I have seen so far. I'll always look whenever I go grocery shopping. I try my hardest. I'm not really good at reading labels at all. I'm hoping to get better with that. And so thankful for my cousin Camille that can help me with that. If you'll follow me over on Instagram, you know all about Camille, and you can follow her too. I'll link her Instagram down below. I have so many friends that are like so knowledgeable on this stuff, and I'm like, how do you learn this stuff? But then too, I know that y'all watch me and y'all are like, how does she know all this stuff? How does she know all this about oils? And it's just what is a priority to you. And so I want my priority to be this year on eating a little bit better. I go through phases. Like, of course, during the holiday season, everybody's terrible. I'm terrible. Camille's probably not terrible, but I mean, she's Superwoman. We cannot compare ourselves to her. So anyway, I settle for these. I always look for the stamp that says non-GMO and then USDA organic. So I try my hardest to look for both of those stamps on products at the grocery store whenever I buy them. I got these at Walmart. This one is the dark chocolate chip one, and then there's also a vanilla chip one that I like. And they have lots of other flavors if you go to places like Publix or Whole Foods or Sprouts, but those places are really far from me because I live in the country. So I have a Walmart, and that's the best that I can do sometimes. But anyway, so that should help you out for all of you little country bumpkins like me that don't have all those little fancy smancy places around you. You can go to Walmart and just look for these stamps on everything. Try to find them. It's so important. And I guess I should probably tell y'all just a little information that I have gathered on why it's so important to eat the organic and the more natural food than the processed food. The same thing that I tell my people about my Young Living essential oils. You do not want to be putting junk in or on your body because that is not going to help you to stay above the wellness line. The more little steps that you can take to stay above the wellness line, the better. So that's why I try to do so that's why I try to choose the organic. I do not want any of my food sprayed with like chemicals and stuff like that, and then me eating it. That just has totally disgusted me and turned me off these past couple of years since I've learned that. So I mean, of course I'm not perfect. I still eat those kind of things, but it does disgust me when I think about it. So I really try to do the best that I can, and the best that I can might not be the best that you can do, and it might, like, I'm sure my best is not Camille's best, and your best is not my best, but do the absolute best that you can do, and just try to month by month, year by year, do a little bit better and a little bit better, and you will thank yourself later. Your family and your kids will thank you, and it's just so important, especially right now. Like, come on, we need to be trying to get healthy. And then also with my breakfast, I always take my vitamins. So I take a Super C chewable every day. I only use Young Living supplements. They have so many different options, and there's more that I have actually bought into to take this year. They just haven't got to me yet because I just ordered them a couple of days ago. But I take a Super C chewable, and it has zinc in it. So this is really good for your immune system. I also have just Super C's. This one has a little bit more zinc, but I'm almost out of these, so I've been taking the Super C chewables a lot. And then I take another zinc every day. I don't know if this is the best one for you or not, but these are the ones that I had bought a long time ago. So Jordan and I take these every day. I take a Super B every day. You can just kind of look on it and see. I used to have to get B12 shots all the time because my they would always be low, and this has helped me tremendously with that. So I take those, and then also I don't take these every day. If I'm feeling any kind of sickness coming on, I take one of these bad boys, or if anytime I'm going out and about in public, I pop one of these little gel capsules, and I'll kind of let you just see the back of it, but it is really good immune support, and it's formulated with these. I just saw, well, I mean, I've known that, but I just read it off of there. These is such a good immune support. If you know anything about these, you know how powerful that stuff is, and we are just obsessed. So this is what I do. And sometimes, like, if I'm not feeling well at all, I'll take like between like 3 to 5 of these a day, and it just knocks it out. Like, these are everything to me. I love these. So those are some of the supplements that I take every day. Takes these Life 9s because he has a horrible stomach, and I should probably take these too. Probably something I'll look into taking these next couple months, but I just basically get these for him because of his horrible stomach. Probiotic, and you are going to want to keep these in the refrigerator once you get them. So he has those. Then my Nitra Red. So I'm obsessed with this stuff. We're actually starting a challenge in February where we're all going to take some every day for the whole month. I'm bad about forgetting to take mine or just not taking it, especially throughout the holiday season. I just forgot to take supplements or my Nitra all the time because life was just so busy. But for this new year, I'm ready to start back at it hardcore. It just helps much better emotionally and physically and mentally whenever I am doing all the things that I need to be doing, and spiritually, because, you know, doing the daily devotions and worship time with God every day. So this is just such a big part, an important part of my life. So I take Nitra Red every day. It is the highest supplement drink on the market, and it is infused with a Nitra wolfberry. And to give you kind of an idea, your body needs lots of antioxidants. Whenever you think of antioxidants, you think of eat lots of blueberries. Well, blueberries on the ORAC scale rates around a 30, and the Nitra Wolfberry rates over 300. So this thing is packed full of some amazing antioxidants. So I take about 1 to 2 ounces of this every day. Like I said, I had slacked off on it, but that is the goal to be doing whenever we start that challenge in February. And I've already been starting it basically because I drink this every day, and it's so good. Everybody always asks what it tastes like. I only know a handful of people that does not like it, and that's for those really picky people. But this tastes like, to me, like a fruit puree. So it's like a thicker drink. You can mix it in with like some mineral water, add you some of those Vitality electrolyte squirts. I mean, even if you don't like the taste, just take a shot of it and shoot it back like some medicine, because this stuff is good. Okay, the next thing that I do throughout my morning routine is after I have made up my bed, clean up around the house, got my water, my breakfast, got my diffusers going, I like to come right here and sit in Drew's chair and read my devotion. Now, I talked to y'all about this on my, hey buddy, I talked to y'all about this on my, also did in December 2020 gift guide, and this was on there. So I love this little devotion. It's in my Amazon shop. I'll link it down below. My friends gifted this to me. So every day it just has a day-by-day devotion, and I like to read it and spend some time with God in prayer. So in the morning times, I really try to do my prayer more on what all I'm thankful for. I have realized that we have so much to be thankful for, and I I feel like my God is a jealous God, and he wants us to recognize him and how much we love him. And I love him so much, and I'm so thankful for all the things that he has blessed me with. I mean, from the biggest to the littlest things, he has just blessed us abundantly. And so I like to spend my time in the mornings just really thanking him for everything that I can think of. I do not get to cover it all. There's just so much, but I just try to think of the biggest moments in my life, or just the things that's on my heart that I'm so thankful for. And I just like to go through and just say it out loud. Like, I have realized that, not just praying quietly or to myself because I'm at home by myself. I personally like to do it out loud because it just makes me feel more of a connection with him, and like I'm really talking to him and not like I'm talking to myself. That may seem crazy to y'all, but that's just me. I like to give my thanks to him, and sometimes in the morning I will pray for certain things. And I do, well, I guess I do pray for like sicknesses and people and prayer requests and stuff, but that's more kind of more at night, or like on the spot, like if I think of something, I pray for it. And most of the time in the mornings, it's just more everything that I'm thankful for, and try to just praise him, spend time with him. I love turning on YouTube on my TV and turning on praise and worship music and just having that going while I do my workouts, which we'll talk about later. But I love having that going, or if I'm piddling around the house, I try to have those going so I can sing his praises. That just makes me feel so good, and you honestly just can't have a bad day whenever you're spending time with him. And then also, I don't believe in coincidences anymore. So going back to saying things out loud, I know you can't even like understand what I'm saying because Jeff's sitting right here looking so cute. Like, I don't believe in coincidences anymore. So like in the moment of things, like whenever things happen, like something good happens or whatever, I don't ever think, oh, that's just a coincidence, or don't think nothing about it. Like, I have made sure to start saying thank you God out loud to give him recognition for it, and he deserves all of that and more. And so if I can just do my little part and just saying thank you God, and recognizing him for all the things that he blesses me with, or all the good things that comes my way, or just even like in the hard times, just being like, God be with me, or God be with them. And just, he's there for us. So talk to him, love him. He loves us, and he wants you to have that relationship with him. And it makes all the difference in the world. And I'm not saying all of this to boast myself up at all. I'm just telling y'all things that what I personally do that makes me feel so much better. And I want to share it with y'all because it made a huge difference for me in these past couple of years. And I'm not perfect. There's days where, like yesterday, I had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And did you think that I got up and made up my bed and got my diffusers going and spent time with God? No, I got up and hightailed it and got ready and got in the car with Althea so she could get to work on time. So I'm not saying that I'm perfect, and we'll never be perfect. We're human, but just doing as much as you can each day, doing it more times out of the week than none, to create a better life for you. I'm just telling you, it's totally worth it. So do those little things. Get up in the morning, make up your bed, eat a healthy breakfast, get your water in, do a little daily devotion with God, read your Bible, spend time with him, turn on praise and worship music on your way to work. Don't turn on like that country or rap or anything. Turn on praise and worship music, and you just are setting yourself up for a good day. And so try to do those little things and tweak those little areas in your life, and you will. There's no doubt about it. You will have really good days and a really good year. I mean, you're obviously going to have some hard times because we live here on this earth. We're not in heaven where everything's perfect. So you're going to have hard days, but more so than none, you'll be able to look to God and ask him for help and guidance, and just be so thankful for the things that maybe you used to think were coincidences. So like they have there it is. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This was not even planned. I have been wondering, I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's kind of personal, but I have been wondering whenever this day in my life happened. And I take this devotion and I write down on these pages, like whenever something really good in my life happened or something really bad. And I kind of use it as a journal too, so I can look back, because like I said, it has the dates, so you can look back and see what happened. And I have been wondering when this certain event in my life happened last year. And I just randomly opened up this book, and here it is right in front of me where I wrote it down. So that's no coincidence. I feel like God was like, here you go. That simple. I love it. Okay, so that was pretty amazing. Thank you, God, for giving me an example. So now I have that date. So I can write that down in my calendar or put it down in my phone because this is a very important date to me. So thank you, thank you. That is awesome. Okay, I had to take a minute and pause because I got really emotional there. That was really cool. That kind of stuff happens to me all the time. And I promise you it's because I give him recognition for stuff. So start doing that. Start saying it out loud and start talking to God because he is powerful and almighty and he is just so good. He is a good, good father. Okay, anyway, so I was trying to tell y'all when I opened it up that there's Bible verses in here so you can look at them and reference it. I just saw this and I loved it. It says, holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty. The whole earth is full of his glory. There's actually a song that has those verses in, or that verse in there, and I love that song. I can't remember exactly what it's called at the moment, but that's such a good Bible verse and it is so true. So get you a devotion, get your Bible out in the mornings. So I was just reading my daily devotion for the day and I just thought it was too good not to share with y'all, so I'm going to read it to y'all. I hate reading out loud, so y'all bear with me. It says, approach this day with awareness of who is boss. As you make plans for the day, remember that it is I who orchestrate the events of your life. On days when things go smoothly, according to your plans, you may be unaware of my sovereign presence, like coincidences. On days when events of your life seem to be going unplanned, be on the lookout for me. I may be doing something important in your life, something quite different from what you expected. It is essential at times to stay in communication with me. Accepting my way is better than yours. Don't try to figure out what is happening. Simply trust me and thank me in advance for the good that will come out of all of it. I know the plans I have for you and they are good. And then it goes into another Bible verse, Isaiah 55:9-11, and then also Jeremiah 29:11. And I'll read this one. It says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in a future. So I just thought that was pretty awesome. Not a coincidence. And then also I wanted to share with y'all that this top drawer has more devotions in it in my Bible. And also, if you don't have any of those tools, you can actually go to download the Holy Bible app. And there's daily devotions on this. There's a little place right in here where you can go. But I wanted to share with y'all this because I thought it was pretty cool. I found it a few months ago and I shared it on Instagram. But they actually have a essential oil, talking about essential oils like oils of the Bible and all, on your app. And it's like they have daily devotions. So this one was talking about, I had already read it, but I wanted to share with y'all because y'all know that I'm obsessed with Young Living, and I think that Gary Young, the founder, was this huge Christian and that he fully did everything to try to glorify God, and just his story is amazing, like so amazing. If you want to email me at any time with any kind of questions throughout this video, you can at SIMPLYLAKEANDLACE@yahoo.com, and I can give y'all references on different, well actually I'll show you a book that I got that tells me about Gary Young and just his purpose in life, and it just, I don't know, I just absolutely loved it, and I'm obsessed with Young Living the same way that I'm obsessed with Chick-fil-A because they're Christian-based companies and they love people. So, like I said, it has different devotions, but I'm just pulling up this one. So it has like day 1, you do a devotion, and it gives you the 3 scriptures or how many scriptures. But on this one, it was pretty cool because in the Bible app, it talks about Gary Young. And it talks about how he spent decades of researching the ancient origins of essential oils, and then just talks about like frankincense oils. It talks about all kind of different oils, but I love that it points out Gary Young because we all know how important he is in the oil industry, and I love everything about him. Let me show you that book that I have. This was not planned for me to talk about this on here, but now that I've brought him up, I love people that base their companies on God and have that firm foundation, and they really set out to help people. And I feel like Young Living is like that. I feel like Chick-fil-A is like that. I feel like this other company that I have heard about and actually am in partners with now because I'm just obsessed with them. They're called Fume. I'll talk about them in a minute. But there's so many companies out there that I just fall in love with because I love hearing their stories and then just how connected they are with God and that they really want to help people. Anyway, so I thought that was cool. If you want to pull up that Bible app and read on some of this, you can. So let me show you this book. So this is it. I'm really not going to talk about it much because there's other things I want to talk about. But this is the book that I'm was referring to. It is so good, and I'm telling you, it makes you fall. If you already love Young Living and their high standards and just their customer service, and if you're a part of the company, then you just know how amazing they are. There's a lot of things out there where you can find the bad in Young Living, and I feel like people will try to pick apart anything that people's trying to do for good, and you just have to overlook those things. Whenever you really start diving in and researching, you will see all the good. A lot of people just try to bring this whole family down, and just all the things that I have read and seen, I'm just mind blown and amazed. And so I love this man. I've never met him in my life, but I have been to a few events where his wife Mary Young was there, and she was up on stage singing How Great Thou Art. Oh my gosh, you have to go watch my Diamond Bound video from Nashville. Absolutely just gives you chills all over you, just knowing that I am working with a company that is so on fire for God and wants to use his creation that God created on this earth for healing, and they are bottling it up for you and everything they can to keep those standards high and not be filling them with different synthetic fragrances or chemicals or anything like that. Like, it just makes you feel so good knowing that there's people out there that actually care for you. So this book just talks all about his life and all about what he did back in the day to really establish Young Living and just what this company means. It talks about the farms all over the world, how they got established. It talks about his life and his testimony, how he was paralyzed and he wanted to die. He tried committing suicide 3 different times and did not succeed. Because he was so miserable with how his life was. He could only move like his left arm or something. And anyway, obviously God had way bigger plans for him, and I am so thankful for this man, because if it wasn't for this man doing what God led him to do, I would not be where I'm at today with being able to help other people from all over the world. So that gets me super emotional, just knowing that God knows who we need and where we need it. So I am thankful for this man, and if you love Young Living or want to know more about it, the backstory, I would definitely get this book. I don't know where you can find it. You might have to type in like this on Google and try to find it, but this is what the book looks like, and it's a beautiful book. And I actually am pumped to go visit their farms one day. I actually am going to go visit 2 of them, and I'll take y'all there with me whenever we get to go. But anybody can visit Young Living Farms. You don't even have to be a member of Young Living. You can just show up there and go get a tour and see how they do things. And I cannot wait to go there one day. Okay, so since we already started talking about this, I'm going to finish it off, because I was going to talk to you all about this anyway, but since it just kind of eased right in, that was unplanned, then we'll just finish it up real quick. So I do lots of studies. I go through seasons where I do lots of studies. During the holidays, I didn't get to, so like January, February, March, I'm planning on doing a lot more. I've done so much research on essential oils and Young Living and natural healing and how to eat healthier and different exercises to do. Like, I like knowing a little about a lot. I'm that kind of person, so I might not know a whole lot on one subject, but I do know a little about a lot. So that's just my personality. And one of the things on my checklist to do for the new year is to start diving in and studying more about natural healing and Young Living and ways to support our body, and just things that's really been working well for Drew and I, and want to share our testimonies on it. So in the bathtub the other day, I was relaxing in here, and I had all of my little Young Living booklets that I have, and I want to get more. And here's just some of them, so if you want to Google them and buy them, you can. You'll have to probably like pause the video and see them, because I don't have these linked anywhere. But I just have all kinds of different books so I can dig deeper in and figure out how to help families, because this is my hardcore passion. I love decorating, but when it comes down to it, decorating is not going to help families. This right here is. This points people. I feel like this helps people within show people God, because it just shows his creation and just how about God creating us and creating plants. He didn't put plants on the earth just for us to look at and think that it's pretty. He put plants on this earth to actually heal our bodies. And like this book, Oils in Scripture, a modern perspective on ancient oils, it talks about all the oils in the different scriptures and how they were used and things. And I've been doing research on. So that's been my little thing that I wanted to do more, was start really reading and digging and doing more studying on this. So that is another thing on my checklist. Okay, if you've watched my videos lately, you know what I'm about to talk about. This just transitions into it. So another thing I have been doing is I have been inhaling essential oils, and we are obsessed. We have all of these different, these are called core packets, and they're basically, okay, so I just discovered these not too long ago. I was on one of my oily friends. I don't even know if she knows me, but I know her. I love watching her stuff. She plants joy, and I love watching her stories and keeping up with her content. And so she was talking about these one day, and so I was like, what is that? So I ordered some for Drew, thinking he would like it, and he loved it. Well, I ended up reaching out to a few myself and was like, hey, my husband loves this. I love this. Like, would y'all want to do a collab? Because I was doing 25 days of giveaway on my Instagram. They were like, yes. So we ended up being partners together. This is what I love about them. Like, I got to talk to the guy, Adam, there, and he was like, I have watched all your YouTube videos. I love your content, and we would love to have you on the Fume team. Y'all, I was like, what? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Chick-fil-A service where, like, people love you and care about you. Ended up giving away more Fumes than just one, because they read my comments where people were trying to conquer different things in their life, and they were like, we want to gift out more for giveaways for the Christmas time, because their comments really touched us. And it just warmed up my heart, because I love people that love people. Like, we need more people that love people and know that people are not all about just making money. Like, it's because they actually love people and care about people, and they want to help them and serve them. Like, we need more of that in our lives. So just talking to them just a little that I have, and just seeing what their company is all about, I'm obsessed. I was obsessed with this thing anyway. That's why I reached out to them. But now that I've actually gotten to know them and their like heart behind it, just love them all over again. So this is Fume, and what it is it's an essential oil inhaler. Now, don't let it freak you out, because there's no smoke, no vape. Like, you don't light it up or anything. All you do is, like, let me find the peppermint, because, well, no, let me talk about Conquer. So all you do is you take these little cores, and they look like little cotton strips, but they're not, because if you inhaled the cotton, they were telling me about this. If you inhale the cotton, it would get in your lungs. So it's just little strips. They call them cores, and they have essential oils on them. Now, don't worry. I had already asked. I was like, wait, I just need, because they send you some when you buy them that are just plain, and you can add your own oils. And I said, I'm probably just going to want those because I'll only use Young Living. Of course, they were like, oh, no, we only use Young Living oils too. That's the only oils that we trust. That's actually how they started this. I read the backstory because, like I said, I love like doing the research on companies that I love. Like, I know all about Chick-fil-A's. Like, I know where they first opened up. I know just all their history because, I don't know, I'm nerdy like that. So I looked them up, and they were, what I gathered from it is that these guys used to like go work out all the time, and they would inhale their peppermint oils and stuff to help open them up and get them ready, like psyched up, getting ready to work out. Those habits led them into producing the Fume. And so this is, like I said, an essential oil inhaler, and all you do is, I already got one in here, so let's blow it out. Just showing y'all what that looks like. This is their new Conquer packet, and I'll tell you about it. So all you do is you like fray the ends, and then you just push it up in there, and you just inhale it. This one has peppermint. I love peppermint. My Conquer one is in my purse because I use it every day. And I'm going to tell you about the Conquer packet. So this one, Drew and I use religiously. Drew has one in his truck, and he has one on his nightstand. And I have one in my purse, and then I keep this one in here. Talk about the peppermint one. The peppermint one helps to open me up. It definitely freshens your breath. That's why Drew loved it, because he works outside. He's a lineman. So I asked him one day what was the reasons that he loved Fume so much, like what made him obsessed with them. He said they help open him up, definitely. They give us energy, just like that. Ooh, I just don't know, just that like sensation of peppermint, of inhaling that peppermint, and just how invigorating it is. It just gets you energized for the day. If I ever get a headache, like I've always rubbed peppermint essential oil on my temples, or put on the roof of my mouth or on my chest, and it just helps kind of make my headache go away. Like if it's a sinus headache, if it's like a migraine, I have to use frankincense, different story. I have been now using, if I start feeling a headache coming on, I will start inhaling my little Fume, and my headache like goes away. And it is just, I just love it. Like, these are amazing. And I do have a promo code. You can get 10% off now, and I'll link that down below. So if you want to buy any of these for you or your friends or your family or your loved ones, like Valentine's Day coming up, like how cool would this be? And your husband's in your husband's stocking for Valentine's Day. I still have Christmas on my mind. How cool would this be for your husband for Valentine's Day? To anyone. I just love it. So I am obsessed with these. They have two different colors. They have this one, and then they have the one that's in my purse. It is the, I'm not even pronouncing it because I'm terrible with my R's. Hold on, this is it. The Burl. I think I said it right. And so it's just a darker color. It's made from, as the burl fume, now beautiful, unique, and durable, was harvested from an unnatural growth on a Canadian maple tree. And so I thought it was just absolutely gorgeous, and I love it. So that one is the one I carry around with me all the time. Anyway, so this one's peppermint. We have eucalyptus. We have, I got the holiday packet. They were so nice to send me this. I have candy cane, pumpkin spice, gingerbread, that one's shelled, and cozy chai. So these were awesome to be able to have. I don't think they have the holiday packets anymore. Oh, and I have cocoa mint too. I'm telling you, there's all kind of different flavors. Okay, so we're going to talk about the Conquer pack. So this is something new that they just released in January, and I was really excited about this. So a lot of people that get these, they're wanting to create healthier habits, and a lot of them, I don't know if I can say this or if like I'm going to get censored from YouTube, so you are just going to have to figure out what I'm trying to say, because it's just gotten so crazy how strict everything is now with social media. I mean, you get blocked for anything. So it helps to conquer bad habits. So a lot of people's been using these for that, and a lot of people at first that I knew at first were using this one, the black pepper one, because it helps to curb those cravings, and they were using this one, and now they have came out with the Conquer pack, and it's not only for those cravings, it's for any cravings like sweets or just like to help promote good habits. And so I've been using mine. Okay, let's be honest, it's not for sweets because I love my sweets too much, and that was not on my New Year's resolution to give up sweets. So I'm taking less sweets, but I'm not cutting them out of my life. You don't want to see that side of Holly. I like my sweets way too much. So I'm just trying to get all my goals into place. So I'm trying to conquer the bad habits and start promoting good habits. And so these just help support those positive habits. And I just love using my inhaler every single day, whether it's with the Conquer cores. Like I said, I've been using this one the whole time this year because of all the things that I'm wanting to do and creating more positive habits. And then that's like with my workouts, like I will inhale before I start doing my workouts. Whenever I get up in the mornings, I like to do my inhaler. And then while I'm out and about, whether I'm shopping or what, I like to use my little inhaler. It just makes a really big difference, and I love it. So I rub all the oils on me, and then I use my fume. And so that is what this one's all about. I highly recommend it for any of your loved ones that I have mentioned or you think needs to conquer a bad habit. Would highly recommend these. And it also comes with like these little, look at the founders, it has their picture right there. They look so sweet. And then it tells you how to use fume. You fray, insert, and breathe. And then you can get more information off of their website. But like I said, I'll have it all linked below. So if you're interested in any of this, and if you ever have any questions, please just email me. I will do everything I can to answer all of your questions. And if I don't know the answers, as far as for essential oils or this fume, I will find the answers out for you. Because like I said, I don't know everything, but I know a little about a lot. So, and I know I have some awesome resources to be able to go to. So next, I still wanted to talk to y'all about some of my favorite products that I've been using from Young Living, because they are way more than an oil company. And then I also wanted to talk to y'all about a new workout program that I'm doing and a new group that I'm in for some accountability. So I guess let's take a break from Young Living and let's go into the little workout real quick. Okay, I'm going to prop this up back right here because this was the easiest angle and I wasn't having to sit on my knees. Sitting on the floor was not comfortable. Okay, and let's go ahead and start off by saying that I know this video I'm probably going to catch a lot of hate for, because I'm talking a lot in front of it. This is not my normal videos. I'm usually doing decorate with me's and home tours, but I just felt like I wanted to like and share my heart a little bit with y'all. So if you're new to my channel and you're still with us, or if you're not new to my channel, don't worry, these videos won't be all the time. I think this is such a huge important part of my life, and so I wanted to share all this information with y'all. I'm having to do a lot of talking on the camera, but just bear with me and just know that I'm really trying to share some goodness with y'all. Talk to y'all about this new workout program that I'm doing. I use my laptop for it almost every day. I kind of started it in October, and then life kind of got busy and I stopped. But I used to go to the gym a lot. There was like a couple years ago, I was even going to the gym twice a day. I just loved it. There were so many people there I got to meet. Just all my friends and I started going. Like, it was just like the hangout place. I loved it. And then life kind of got crazy and I kind of had to back off of going so much. And then some of my friends kind of stopped going and it just wasn't the same anymore. So I loved the gym, and I used to go to Cornerstone Fitness, and that's where Kayla, my cousin, works, and I love it there. Like, we used to do this class called Pound. It was like a workout, rock out workout, and you took drumsticks and like beat the floor. I'm telling you, like, I was in the best shape I have ever been whenever I was doing all that stuff. But then life happened and got in the way, and I'm hoping to still go back. So my plan is I want to rejoin that gym, go and run on the treadmill, do some more classes, because I love the classes. I love the community with all the people there. But this is what I'm doing right now to just kind of ease my way back into it and have it where I can actually work out at home. And a lot of people I know are still having to just be at home and wants to be at home, stay safe, and work out at home. So this is a great option for you. So we're going to talk about that. So I have been in the month of January doing yoga because I was just like, I just need to get some good stretching in. I don't want to just like rush into a workout because, oh, I hate being sore after a workout. It's like a love-hate relationship. I hate it because it hurts so bad, but I love it because I know that actually did something good for my body. But I decided in January just to like ease into things. Just because too, I told y'all my mind just didn't seem right. I just didn't feel like myself. So I was like, yoga would be good. And so I would take that time to like meditate and be in prayer with God and just thanking him for things as I was doing my yoga and my stretching. It's such a good morning routine. It really makes me feel so much better. How I got into this is my cousin was doing it, and she was just sharing how wonderful that she felt. She has 2 kids, and she was all the time showing off her before and after pictures, and just I could just tell that she had more of a positive outlook on life. And then I saw that they have a Facebook group full of friends that are in there that motivate each other and encourage each other and tell what they're doing, what workout they're doing that day, showing like healthy meals that they're getting and preparing for their families or just for themselves. And I was like, I love being a part of that. I think that's why I love being a part of Young Living too, because I'm a part of like this wellness community that really love and care for people, and they want what's best for you. So like, even if you join our Oli family, you get plugged into our Oli Facebook group, and there's live classes in there all the time. There's, like today, when I get through this video, I have to do a Wellness Wednesday and talk about 5 of my favorite products that I'm using so far. So whenever you join our community in that, you get plugged in that Facebook group, and then there's just a lot of accountability in there. There's a lot of mamas in there that know what they're talking about, because I don't have any kids, and if you're asking me about kid questions, I don't have kids, so I can go look it up and tell you my opinion on it. But there's mamas out there that actually have had these testimonies of maybe their kid got a sickness and then they tried these products on them and they worked. And so you can get in that Facebook group, ask the question, and then you have lots of mamas that pop in there and tell you what worked for them. So I just love having that community and those people that just love you so much. And so whenever I found about this workout program and that there was a Facebook group for that, now listen, I know that social media can be very negative. So that's why you need to detox that stuff out of your life. Like, you need to make sure not to have that toxic environment in your life. You need to make sure you're plugged in some positive groups and have some positive friends on your feed, because I know social media can be a bad thing, but for me it is a very good thing because of the people and the groups that I'm in and I surround myself with. So I'm in that Facebook group, and there's girls in there. Like I said, they have like a daily check-in. What are you doing to get healthy? And it's just so good. I love having that accountability, because if you're not able to get to the gym and have those partners there, you can have it in a group, and it's not like a text message. You actually get to see people's faces, and it's so good. I love it. So I got plugged into that, and there's some amazing girls in there, and my cousin and her best friend runs that account, all the accountability you want. Like, you can have the most you want or the least that you want. And so I'll just talk to you just a little bit about it. What it is they described it to me when I first was like asking all the questions. It's like the Netflix of workouts. So like, you can do yoga, you can do Pilates, you can do muscle burning fat ones, you can do abs, you can do, there's even one in there that's like couch to 5K. There's like all kind of different workout programs in this little, basically like you're pulling up Netflix and picking out a movie. You pick out a workout, and they have it like right now I'm doing the yoga series, and it has week 1, day 1, week 1, day 2. So you go through the whole week, and then you go to week 2, day 1, and then you go to week 3 and finish that out. And then whenever you finish it out, you're done with those workouts and you move on to another series. And so you can pick which ones you want. In that group, they also have like, would be like, okay, February 1st, a lot of us are starting this series. Who wants to do this one with us? And so you can join in and do, like, if you don't know where to start, like, I'm going to have to do that. Right now, I decided I was just going to do yoga, but in February, I don't even know where to start. So I will get in that group and be like, okay, who's doing what? And then I'll find somebody to be like my accountability partner. And so that's really good. And what I had to do, I'm going to tell you the prices and everything. It was like run deals and stuff. But for mine, what I did is it was $165 for the whole year. So for the whole year, I just pay $165 and I got all these workouts that I can do for a full year. And that's really good. I did the math on that. And that was cheaper than me going to the gym. Now, I am planning on doing these workouts and going to the gym, having both of them because I like to have options. But I felt so much better whenever I just do any kind of workout or movement. And it is so good for you. And there, again, trying to stay above that wellness line. So if you're interested in that all, let me know. That's it. You don't have to order, do anything again. You can just pay the $165. And for the whole year, you have the Netflix of workouts right there on your laptop, on your smart TV, on your phone, or wherever. And then you can get plugged into that Facebook group with us and have some accountability. And I am all about that. I love having community with people. So that was right up my alley. So that's all I'm going to talk about with that. If you are interested and want to do this with me and be put in that group with me, you can just send me an email and then we can talk more about it. If you have Instagram, we can get connected on Instagram. Let me just say this. If you have an Instagram account, please message me on Instagram and not an email because I hate emails. Most of the time, once I start emailing somebody, I'm just like, forget it. Like, give me your phone number, let me text you because it is so much easier. I don't like blasting my phone number all over social media or YouTube because, I mean, obvious reasons. But if I see that you're really wanting to get involved in something, I'm like, okay, we're texting because emailing is just not personable to me. It is so boring to me. And so yeah, if you have Instagram, send me a message on Instagram, please. It's so much easier. If you don't, send me a message on, just email me. We'll talk through it. If I see that you're really interested in stuff, we can get contacted with phone numbers and we can get plugged into things that way because it's just a lot easier. Or if you have Facebook. If you have Facebook, you can message me on Facebook too. I have a Facebook page, SIMPLYLAKEANDLACE. So if you want to get plugged in to those workouts with me, let me know because I could use all the accountability that I can. And I feel like whenever I'm telling people that I'm doing this, even like it takes me a little while to get consistent and be back into the routine of like craving a workout. And so whenever I actually have people that are like, okay, where's Holly? Why didn't she show up? I am way better about showing up. So I need some accountability partners. So if you want to be that for me and want me to be that for you, then send me a message and we can get you hooked up and we can do this thing together. Okay, we're in the bathroom now. I'm about to show you some of my most favorite products that I use all the time. And if you hear a crazy noise in the background, it is my heater because I am so cold. So I have my little heater going right here beside me. Oh, and some dirty clothes. Ignore those. Okay, in here is all of my Young Living collection. I was going to go through and show y'all everything. So Young Living has makeup. This is all Young Living products, so I'm not even going to say that again. So there's a makeup, and they have a Savvy mineral line. So this is all natural and clean makeup. They have everything that you need. They have liquid foundation. Hold on. Okay, so they have mascara, lip glosses, concealer, all the brushes, a beauty blender, blushes. They have eyeshadow palettes. This one I've had for a while and I really like it. But this one is new and I am obsessed. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love these colors. I wear this one all the time. And then also they have the, like I said, the liquid foundation that has a really good coverage. It's not a matte finish. It is a dewy finish, and I do not like dewy finishes. So I use this foundation that they have, the powder foundation, and I use it to set my foundation, and it does not have a dewy look. And then I also use this for contouring and highlighting. They have a matte primer. They also have other shades of eyeshadows too that are not just in the palettes. they have more palettes than this, but these are the two that I have. If you are part of the Young Living family and you don't know what kind of makeup shade to order, you can, whenever you do your monthly order, just a quick order, you can get on there and you can order one of these face matches, and that's what I did. And I wear the color tan in their foundation. And then I always order their lightest concealer is what I do. And let's not forget that I got most of all this, like 90% of this I got for free. Not because I love Young Living and I talk about it and I sell Young Living, but it is because I order monthly. So if you join Young Living, they have an Essential Rewards program where if you order consistently every month, you get to get points back. So like the first 3 months that you order, you get 10% back, and then after that it's 20% back. And then I'm about to be on my 2-year mark next month, and I am going to be getting 25% back. And so that is if I'm spending $100 a month. I'm just doing easy math. If I spend $100 a month with the Young Living, they're going to automatically put $25 into my account to use on stuff. So that's how I was able to get this stuff for free. You can order consistently. You have one skip month that you can do, and then if you just want to quit it and don't want to order anymore, if you're like, I have too much of this or I don't really like this, there's really not that many people that actually, if they look into it, that say that they don't like it. It's mostly, I just don't have time for this. They just don't feel like continuing on with it or whatever, for whatever reason. You can just quit. You can just call them up and say, I want to cancel my membership, and that is totally it. There's like no strings attached. A lot of people say, I don't want to do Young Living because I don't want to sell it. I don't want to be a part of an MLM company. And I'm just like, I don't know where people heard that. I don't know. I've never heard of a company that if you bought from them, you had to sell their products. I've never heard of that before. Anyway, so the reason that I decided to start sharing them and wanted to be a distributor is because I was obsessed with them, and I was already like telling people about them and stuff. So I was like, you know what, I want this to be my job and my passion, because I mean, I just loved it. And so God just like handed it over to me and he's just taken off. Like, we have people all over the world, like Australia, South Africa, all over, that does Young Living with us now and is in our Oli family. So, and then in here I have lots of different oils that I like to use as perfumes. I love Sensation as a perfume. Awaken, I love this one as a perfume. And then I have a lot of ones that I just use for skincare. I have lots of little things that I made up, like a lash serum. I have my lip balm that I love using. I have my CBD Beauty Boost, which is infused with rose essential oil. So good for skin support. And then I have my lotions. There's some massage oils. I like to use these in the summer for my legs. They give me like a glow. This is my favorite face wash right now. The brightening cleanser, the brightening lotion, and then this brightening essence. So this, if you can see, the little iridescent look to it. This is actually from a mica crystal from, I believe, France. And this helps give your face like a radiant, youthful look, and it like bounces the light off of your skin and makes your skin look beautiful. So I am obsessed with this stuff, and you don't need much of it at all. And then also we have all my bad lip stuff that I'm not using anymore. Actually, I did use some stuff out of here that I used to use all the time because I wanted a different color, and I promise y'all, no lies, total facts, I had a breakout, a pimple on my lip. The next day, I had another one. I broke out because my body's not used to using those products anymore. My body wants clean, all natural products on my skin. I don't use perfumes anymore. I only use essential oils because I don't like fragrances. I've been to people's homes before, and they had candles lit up, and I've walked out of their house and had a rash. Yeah, I had a rash on my shoulder one day after being in somebody's house that had candles lit up. My body has just kind of detoxed. I don't live a perfect non-toxic lifestyle. You'll never be able to do that, but I do the best that I can. Like, I still get my hair done, I still get my nails done, but I'm not like putting things on my body or like cleaning with things at my house. So you have to do what is best for you. So I try to do like an 80-20 lifestyle with as most healthy, was most non-toxic as I can be. And of course I'm going to mess up some days more than others, but I like I said, do the best that I can where I still feel like I'm living and not living in a bubble or anything. Basically anything that you can buy from a drugstore, you can get from Young Living, and you get points back. So that's why a lot of people just do what we call the ditch and switch, where they ditch all that yucky, gross, harmful stuff and they switch over to Young Living, because it's like your one-stop shop and it's so easy and convenient. And like I used to hate waiting and getting my products that I ordered like through the mail, because I was like, I can just run out and grab it. But now I think a lot of people are ordering more stuff online because they don't want to get out and about, and this is very convenient and I love it. So I order monthly. A lot of people that don't even do the business out of Young Living, they order monthly also. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but over 90% of Young Living's customers are only customers. They're not distributors. It speaks volumes on how loving and trusting that Young Living is. Like, people just love their products and we know that they work. Here on my nightstand, y'all, it is 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is still going. I had this going since last night. It has different modes where it can run consistently for over 10 hours, or you can run it for like just 2 hours or 4 hours. It has different timers on there. So I was going to show y'all what was outside my nightstand. I have my Calm CBD oil, all my rollers, Deep Relief. This one's actually Drew's, but I have it over here. I use it too, but he uses it every night. Tranquil, Rutavala. Okay, let's be honest. If I were you, I'd pick this one over this one, because this one smells like rotten peas. I'm honest. But I do use that one still, and I'll just put it on the bottom of my feet. But I made the mistake of putting that on my chest. Ugh, it does not smell good. Okay, I think it's Rutavala, but it's some kind of a plant root. And so maybe that's why it smells like that. Okay, and then Thieves for all the immune support. I roll this on the bottom. I roll this on the bottom of my feet and up my spine at night and on my chest. I'm obsessed with this one. I have it in a roller that I carry around in my purse that I use for a perfume. And then I also have this one here to drop in my diffuser at night. It smells so good. This is my like top favorite product right now. It smells like a natural smelling Fruity Pebble. Like, it is very fruity and warm smelling. This one, best perfume. A bottle of Thieves, Peace and Calming, and Valor. I love mixing all of this stuff together in the diffuser. And then I also have, I'm trying to think, what else I want to share with y'all. Some of my favorites right now. I'm obsessed with Ylang Ylang, or Yolong Yolong. I'm pretty sure you pronounce it Yolong Yolong, but then, I don't know. Some people tell me it's Ylang Ylang. Some people tell me it's Yolong Yolong. I don't know. Dreamcatcher, Sacred Mountain, Believe are some of my top favorites to put in the diffuser. And I love wearing Believe as a perfume. This one, whenever I get any kind of an upset stomach, you can use Digest too, but I'm not too fond of the way Digest smells. I used to hate it. I've gotten more used to it now. This one just smells so much better, and honestly, it works a little bit better for me. So this one has not been opened yet, but I do have one in my nightstand. I have more oils in there, and this one really helps to ease my stomach pains, like pretty instant. So I love that one. You can see I have more in here. I'm kind of an oil freak, but it's okay. I'm fine with that. I have my CBD muscle rub whenever I have like the other day, well, before my winter home tour, my back was hurting so bad. Like, I kept having to sit down because my upper back was just in so much pain. I don't know what happened, but Drew put this on me and rubbed it in really good. And like I said, this one has no THC in it, so you do not have to worry about the THC and Young Living CBD oils. So he rubbed that one on me, and then the next morning I woke up and it was much better. Like, my back had been hurting for like 2 days, and we had tried the Deep Relief, and I went to bed, woke back up, it was still hurting. So the next night I made him do that and the Deep Relief. And then I had the oils of ancient scripture. So this is all the oils that are in, not all of them, but a lot of the oils that are in the Bible. So I got that one for free too. All these oils, sacred sandalwood, cedarwood, frankincense, hyssop, all those. I ended up getting this for free because I used my essential reward points. Anyway, so I am sure that I I know that a lot of you love hearing about Young Living and all the products and all that I like to use. And then some of you are about to make some really mean comments and be like, MLM companies, that's a pyramid scheme, that's a scam. Say what you want to say, but I can promise you, you're just saying that because you've heard somebody else say that. If you really look into it, it is not. I know a lot of people say that Young Living oils are expensive. They're way too expensive. And the reason why is because they pay people money to be able to talk about them and share them, and that is just not true either. If you think about it, like whenever you're scrolling on Facebook or watching TV and you see ads for other oils, okay, well, ad companies are getting paid for that. Young Living doesn't have ad companies at all. They have people like me and some of my other friends and people all over the world that less than 10%, like I was telling y'all, absolutely love and adore these things. And they share them with y'all and tell y'all real testimonies on things that they have tried and has helped them. It's not like some made up ad and actors on there. So that's how that all works. They're really not that expensive. We do have some oils that are more pricier than others, like really pricey. I'm not even gonna lie, but you have to think about it. Like for example, Young Living has the rose essential oil and it's almost $200. But y'all, it takes 22 pounds of rose petals to make just that oil. And that it lasts for a very, very long time. But I'm not gonna lie, it's pricey. The only reason I have it is because I want it. I'm glad that I want it because I absolutely love it. That's like one of the oils I use like every day. And then also like our lemon, peppermint, all the citrus oils, they're like less than $10. So I don't really know why people get off on that. It's just too expensive. Like I said, those little bottles have like 90 drops, so they can last a very long time. And you can dilute them with carrier oils like coconut oil or almond oil. You want to make sure that it's all natural and organic. Young Living's oils are highly concentrated, and so you can definitely dilute your oils. I used to be so stingy with mine in the beginning, but now that my collection, I feel like whenever I show my oils, I'm like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I feel like that girl. So I used to be really stingy with them, and then now I just will dump those things, like give me 20 drops in the diffuser, dump all the oils on me. So I get that you have to be stingy with them, but once you start, like I said, if you get on Essential Rewards and you start building up your points and they have promotions all the time, you can get a lot of free stuff. You just have to get with somebody that knows what they're doing and that is obsessed with them like I am, and you can figure it out and get everything for really good deals. Now, if you do just get on the site and buy them and you're not a member, becoming a member basically means like you get a starter bundle. You automatically become a member and you get 24% off the products. And so that does not mean you have to sell. That does not mean you have to buy monthly anything. It just strictly means that you're a part of the Young Living family. Welcome to our family. But a lot of people will kind of get freaked out over that. So I was just wanting to clarify that for most of you too, that get like a bad rap. And I think it's because some people, we have all seen it and heard it before, they jump in your inbox and they're like, hey girl, you should try yada yada. And that's just not me. Like, I share what I love on here with anything, whether it's how much I love Chick-fil-A, how much I love Home Goods or Target or TJ Maxx. I share that stuff all the time. I'm not gonna get in your inbox and be like, hey, you need this. I'm just gonna share with y'all what I love, and if y'all wanna try it out, y'all can come to me. I also have, I've told y'all this before, that I have we have that Facebook group that you can get plugged in, and then I also have a textable app where I can send you out all kind of tips and tricks. I send out Tips Tuesday, any kind of important information that you might need to know, any sales or anything, through that text message. And you automatically get plugged in that whenever you join into my oily family. And then if you don't want to hear anything else from it, you just reply back stop, and it stops you. And it will seem like it's a robot because it's like automated to send out information to everybody, because I have so many people that's with us now that I cannot keep up with like sending everybody updated information individually. And so it is like a robot that's pushing it out. But if you respond and you're like, hey, I have this problem, I wonder if you could help me out, like a stress headache all the time, and I'm wondering what oil you use for it to help you. And so I would be like, oh yeah, my personal testimony, I have tried this before and it's really seemed to help me. And that is me responding to you. It's not just like a robot. So it is me texting you, but it's from my work number. I hope that makes sense. But I did all that because I want to do like the best that I can and go above and beyond, to where you don't feel like, oh, I just got this little starter bundle for essential essential oils and I have no idea what I'm doing with them. I want to be here to help you because I love y'all so much and I am so thankful for y'all, and I know how much this stuff has changed my life and my friends' life and my family's life, and I wanted to help y'all because I consider y'all a big part of my family. Like some of y'all may think she doesn't even know who I am. Yeah, but if you are watching my videos and commenting, and especially if you follow me on Instagram and you're talking to me all the time over there, like I feel like I get to know you. It's like sharing the good news with y'all on what I have found that has helped all of us tremendously. You're like, well, how do I even go about this? I'll have my email down below, and then what you can do is you can send me an email, or like I said, message me on Instagram and say, hey, I want to know how to get started. I can send you, I have these like textable little brochures that I can send to you, and it's stuff that we've put together with all the information on different starter bundles, little information on like why we chose Young Living, why we love Young Living, about Nature Red, the Thieves. I didn't even talk to y'all about Thieves Cleaner. And it's made up of all plants, all plant-based, no chemicals. It's got eucalyptus, rosemary, lemon, cinnamon bark, and clove, and it's all mixed together. Very effective cleaner, and we all love it. We all make different cleaners with like different paste for like really scrubbing areas. I mop my floors with it, clean my countertops with it. You can use it to clean granites, clean your toilets. You can use it to clean glass. It does not streak. It is amazing. Like, this stuff is awesome. You get a bottle. I guess let me go get it real quick. Okay, I'm sorry, I know this video is getting lengthy, but I really wanted to do this video because y'all don't get to hear all this stuff like Instagram does. So if you don't love this kind of video, just stop watching it. There's no need to keep watching it if you're just going to get mad and upset about it because this isn't the kind of video you wanted to watch from me. I deeply apologize. You don't have to leave me a mean comment either because I'm just going to delete it. I do not care what you have to say about this. I know how much it's changed my life, and I know how much it's changed other people's lives, and I want to help them. And if you have a problem with that, you need to check yourself because this is what God called me to do. And if you have a problem with that, you have serious issues. Anyway, I know that sounds mean and harsh, but I just... like I can't with y'all. This is very important to me, and I know it's very important to other people, and I want to do what I can to help. So this is the Thieves Cleaner, and like this is all a lot of knowledge. I understand that, so I wanted to have this video out there so if anybody was interested in this stuff or needed help with anything, then they had this to reference to. So if this is not your normal video that you like watching of me, just wait until my next videos because there'll be more besides just these. This is actually one of the only ones that I've done in a very long time. So this is the Thieves Cleaner. So you get this size bottle for like less than $25, and then you buy a bottle like this off of my Amazon shop. They're all like amber glass though, and one capful of this you pour into here, and you fill the rest of it with water, and that's how you have your cleaner. And this size bottle for less than $25 makes between 25 to 30 of this size. This stuff lasts for forever. You cannot go to the stores and buy something. This is less than $2, by the way. So we do not clean with any chemicals in our home. I actually have a rainbow vacuum person to come and do a demo tonight, and I made it known that they will not be using their products to clean my house. Like, they're going to have to just do water to demonstrate it because we've been 2 years chemical free in our home, and I'm so proud of us. We have not had hardly any sicknesses like we used to. Like, our allergies, so much better. If you Google, are candles bad for you, or wall plug-ins bad for you, or like the side effects, and look up like different cleaners that we all clean with, like bleach, no. While you're cleaning your house with that, you're coughing and you're gagging. That cannot be good for your lungs. Think about it. Like, put 2 and 2 together. So refuse to clean with that stuff. I almost refuse to clean with that stuff and just be like a little dirt never hurt before I would use that stuff or bring that stuff back into my house ever again. But like I said, this is a very effective cleaner, and there's lots of different studies on this and all. If you follow me on Instagram, you can look at my highlights, and you can see a study where people used raw chicken juice to clean their countertops, and they use a test strip, and you'll be amazed. So anyway, I love this stuff, and that's what we use to clean everything. You can watch me on Instagram or look up on Pinterest ideas for Thieves Cleaner, how to make like paste and all to clean your toilets with. Usually I make like a paste with baking soda and some Thieves Cleaner and lemon essential oil, and I'll use that to scrub my toilets or other areas that need like a good scrubbing. Also, you heard all the ingredients that was in this. So I love cleaning with this product in the fall and winter months because it's a very warm smell, but sometimes in the Summer months, I want more of like a citrusy smell, so I'll use lemon or citrus fresh or orange, tangerine, any of those like citrusy oils I'll put in here with it to give my house more of that citrus scent. It smells so good. I've told y'all about this too. There's an app on your phone you can download. It's called Think Dirty. Think Dirty. And you can scan your products, and like I've told y'all this before too, like definitely like the bleach and the Fabuloso, all that scans a 10. Out of 0 to 10, how toxic it is, it's a 10. And some of the Miss Myers products, the ones that we think are safe, are scanning like an 8, and that is still way too high. So if I and out and about, like I ran out of laundry soap the other day, so I went to the store and I scanned it and I found something that was a 2. I like to buy stuff that's either a 0 or a 1, and all that is going to be fragrance free. You're not going to have any scent to that, because a fragrance is an umbrella word for like hundreds of chemicals, and you just don't want to be spraying or putting that kind of stuff on your body. Like, you think the word fragrance just means a smell. It's not. Google it, look it up. Like, fact check me, I dare you. That's what that means. So you just have to be careful with that stuff. And you can just do little by little. Like, I know I'm blowing your mind and giving you all this information, but y'all, I didn't go out and throw everything in my home away and start over. No, I did little by little. First off, I threw all my candles away and all my plug-ins. And I just got the kit bundle, which was a diffuser and a lot of oils to make my house smell good. Well then, and I already could tell the difference. Within 2 weeks, Drew and I went to Walmart and we went to go get some cat food, and the cleaning section was right behind it, and he was like, we have got to hurry up and pick some cat food because this stuff is bothering me. It smells awful. I promise you, give me 2 weeks, and whenever you get all that stuff out of your home and you just then you go somewhere that has those chemical scents, you will not smell the beautiful scent of a candle from Bath and Body Works that you thought that you used to smell. It is not beautiful anymore. You smell it and you're like, oh, it's awful. And I used to be a candle freak. I used to go watch my earliest home tours. I had candles lit up in my house in every room and thought they were incredible, and everybody had to have candles in their home. That's just what I knew, and that's what I did. But now that I know better, I do better. That's the first step that we did. The second step is I threw away every cleaner up under my cabinet, and I bought that Thieves cleaner, and that's all that I clean with. Most people, honestly, they'll buy that kit bundle and then they go ahead and tack on that Thieves cleaner with it so they can ditch all that stuff. And I'm telling you, that is a huge difference that you will feel in yourself. You will feel like you have so much more energy. You will feel like your air in your home is so much more cleaner and pure. Like, I promise you. I have people like text me all the time when they first started out. They're like, holy moly, like, why did I not know about this sooner? It is fantastic. It is amazing. You just buy Young Living's, all the stuff that they have that's pure and natural. And then you have what else? Like, they have toothpaste, they have vitamins and supplements, they have the Nature Red drink. Like, you just slowly do things 1 month at a time, affordably. You can do $50 a month affordably. Whenever people say, well, it's just too expensive, I can't do this, don't go out and be buying more cleaners from other places. Don't be going out and buying candles and wall plug-ins and Bath and Body shower gels and other makeups and stuff. Like, just slowly stop buying that stuff, or just cold turkey stop buying that stuff. And then whenever you need something, get it from the Young Living website, get your points for it, and be able to get free stuff and get more natural products into your home. And it does not have to be all Young Living. Like I told you, I had laundry soap that's not Young Living because I didn't have any, and I just made sure that I scanned it and tried to get the most non-toxic thing that I could. And I'm telling you, all that stuff is not going to have fragrance in it, so you're just not going to have a smell to it. But it's totally worth it because it's going to change your life. Anyway, I think that's all the spill that I had for that. I just have never like really got to open up to y'all on YouTube about this. I've done bits and pieces before, but I was like, you know what? I really need one video where people can come to and really hear my heart on this, because it is such a big and important life, and I want y'all to hear about it. And I'm not worried about the negative people or the negative comments and people that are about to destroy me in the comment section. I don't care. I love y'all enough to just wipe those people away and be like, Lord, please open their eyes one day. I told y'all before, if you search for truth and you seek truth, you'll find truth, and all truth leads to Jesus. And I fully believe that these essential oils lead to Jesus because it's his creation, it's his plants that he created put on this earth for us to use and be able to use them for it to help benefit and support our bodies. And I mean, plants do that. It's a known fact. And I heard that quote, all truth leads to Jesus, all truth points to Jesus, and it really does, because he is truth. So anyway, that is all my little spiel. That is all my kind of like day in the day life with me, like the things that I do every day, what I clean with, the makeup that I use. It's really everything. There is one more thing. I do have every year for the past couple of years, I have wanted like a word of the year, but it's not like I like. This year I've been really trying to like think about what it would be, and I don't want that. What happened the last couple of years is I kept hearing this word over and over. Like 2 years ago, it was bloom. I kept hearing that word over and over and over, and I was like, that's got to be my like word of the year. Like, I'm a big word person. Words matter to me, can be, and I know that positive words make a big impact on you. And so like I told y'all, bloom was a big part. I kept hearing it over and over, and then the next year it was like bloom and growth. I kept hearing that, and grow. I kept hearing that over and over. And so this year I've really been like, what's going to be my word for the season, for the year? And I don't know if y'all do that or not. Most people do hold on to a lot of words for the year and really reflect and meditate on those and just keep those and just really the true meaning of those words and how impactful they can be. So I'm still searching for my word, and whenever it's put before me, I will let y'all know. But y'all let me know down in the comments, do y'all have any words for the year? Like, what's your words for the year, so we can all share them, because I think that is so powerful. Thank y'all so much for staying with me. I know this was a very long and lengthy video, and I appreciate y'all so much for just hearing my heart and hearing some of my little testimony and just being here with me and just loving me. It really means a lot, and it means a lot more than y'all could ever know. And I just want to encourage y'all to go out into the world and try to make an impact on people, a positive impact, and look for opportunities to love on people and serve people, able to show your love for Jesus for everybody, because I just feel like we just need this every day, every month, every year. We need this more and more and more. With that, don't ever let the enemy win. Don't let the devil win. I always say the devil ain't winning. So whenever you're feeling like you're going through a hard time or you're struggling, always remember who loves you so much. And don't let the devil have that joy of stealing your happiness. Like I was saying in the beginning of this video, I kind of had that happen to me, where I was just kind of second guessing and doubting everything for maybe a week or a few days, and started hitting me. I was like, this is the devil trying to win. You have to recognize that, and you have to call him out on it. You have to remind yourself on who your Father is, and it makes all the difference. So I wanted to share with y'all this little quote that I had saw on Pinterest, because I'm real big on Pinterest and finding inspiring quotes, because I told y'all words mean a lot to me. Again, I'm not good with my words, but whenever I see little quotes or scriptures that stick with me, it really tugs at my heart. And I saw this one and I loved it, because I felt like that's what I was going through. It says, on the darkest days when I feel inadequate, unloved, and unworthy, I remember whose daughter I am, and I straighten my crown. So I love that quote, and I wanted to share it with y'all, and I hope that this has helped inspire you in whichever way, whether it was, I think that I've touched on every way, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, that you can get your mind and your body right for this new year. And like I said, this was just an important video for me to share with y'all today and share my heart. And I love y'all so much, and hopefully this next video that y'all see will be back to the normal routine of sharing some shopping ideas with y'all, some decorating ideas, and seeing my sister's house. Hopefully we'll be able to do that soon in the next couple videos. I'll be praying for y'all. I do want to let y'all know that there is a lot of times that I find myself praying for my YouTube family, because I do not know all of you all by name, and I don't know your problems or your struggles, the things you're praising Jesus for right now, but I know someone that does, and I know that he knows my heart. And whenever I'm praying for y'all, he knows each and every one of you, and I feel like that he can go and be with y'all and comfort y'all and love y'all and wrap his arms around you and just make you feel so loved and so special. I hope that y'all have a great weekend, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye, friends.